Similar question and a very common question every time we face is whether should we go in for a diploma engineering or a degree engineering. No, sorry, or a degree. As far as engineering diploma is concerned, of course, it's also a professional course, but the challenge is after the diploma getting into the degree course, because if you are aware, after 10th standard you can do a diploma course, which is a 3 years course. Engineering diploma is a 3-year course, so 10 plus 3, and after that you are eligible to get admission into the second year of degree course. Degree course is a 4-year course. So if you're going after 11 12th, it is 10 plus 2 plus 4, that is 6 years. And if you are going through diploma, it is 10 plus 3 plus 3, again it is 10 plus 6 years. But then the challenge is that after you complete your diploma, getting admission into degree is a challenge because the number of seats are very, very less compared to what you have the options after 12th. So what we normally recommend is that if you are really interested in pursuing a career in engineering degree, please go through the 11th and 12th standard course and then get into the engineering, because there are a lot of options available, a lot of seats available, and the number of colleges today in Maharashtra is booming at every meter. Okay. The second question was like, which is the exam that you have to clear through. So 11th science, 12th science, you have to also appear for JEE main. Till last year you had the Maharashtra CET examination. This year you have only JEE main exam, which is a common exam. And suppose if you score a good percentile in the JEE main and also the 12th standard, because normally students who are opting for engineering, they do not concentrate more on their 12th standard PCM marks. But then this year they are also going to give weightage to PCM marks also. So students, please see to it that 11th, 12th, you also concentrate on your physics, chemistry, maths. Do your appear for your JEE main, and if you really score good marks in JEE main, you will be eligible for JEE advanced, which will make you eligible for admissions in the IITs and the NITs. Okay, so that is the path towards engineering.
A follow-up question, if you get less marks or a borderline admission and you don't get selected for online admissions, what's left? What are the options?
Lot of options left. It's not the end of the world, and that is why this 2 days seminar is there. So I think you go through this seminar, listen to all the speakers, panelists, have a one-on-one questions on them, and you'll have a lot of options there. So
a couple of questions have come to me. Let me quickly answer them. What is a domicile certificate? A domicile certificate really proves that you are a resident of the state. So if you want admission in Maharashtra, you have to prove that you are from Maharashtra. Now the reason I couldn't get a domicile certificate is I was a US citizen. And those days, I did not realize that there's a foreign quota available for doing medicine, etc. So if you need to be in the field of medicine or engineering, probably in Maharashtra, at least it was true those days, you needed a domicile certificate to prove that you were indeed a resident of Maharashtra. Then you qualified for a seat in Maharashtra. Those days, nobody really had all these CET exams and whatnot. So life truly has changed since then. All right, so a question. If we choose PCM, Jyoti madam, you can probably answer this. If you choose PCM, is pharmacy available? The answer is yes, actually, I think.
See, this is an interesting question because the concept of availability and the concept of ability to do that are two different things. If you take PCM, by rule, you would be able to do pharmacy. But pharmacy is largely the concept of studies of pharmacology and biological sciences and toxicity and all. So it would be a good idea to have a biological background if you're aiming for pharmacy.
Right. What you can do, just to add on to what Madam just said, where pharmacy can be done is the area of chemistry and organic chemistry. So if you're thinking in the area of synthesis of drugs, etc., that field overlaps largely with chemistry, but I agree with her. If you need to understand the application of pharmacy, I mean, biology is going to be important.
Yeah, and I would like to add here that in the present syllabus of biochemistry, which has been around for a long time, we have a whole module on pharmacology, yes, clinical trials, toxicity testing, and so on. Which are all part of pharmacy. And after a BSc in that cadre, you can go in for pharmaceutical management as an MBA.
So very, very good fields, very exciting fields. Another question, is chemical engineering available without biology? So from a PCM point of view.
Yes, process chemical engineering,
Yes.
even at our UICP, quite near our place at Ruya, it is available. But if you do it along with a biological background, you will have more chances of bioprocess engineering. And today the world is going in for eco-friendly options. So a lot of the chemical synthetic industries are converting into bio-friendly, biotechnology-oriented options. So again, you will have a better chance of exploring more options if you take up a biological background.
All right. So another follow-up question. There's quite a few questions flying in. So what I'll do is, we really have about 2 to 3 minutes. I'll try and take as many questions. What I suggest is, please let the questions come on. We can really answer them offline, honestly, because we don't have time to answer all your questions. Come find us. We'll answer your questions. So one quick question before we wind up. What are the subjects that I should take in a pure science stream to pursue a career in agriculture? My father is a farmer and I really want to modernize this field.
Very good. I love this question. And it's the story of our life. I am from a defense family. My father is also from an agricultural family. So I'll just give you my autobiography. You come to Ruya College. You do a very good JC, that is Junior College, FY and SY. Get into a course which has the following options. In the first year, you take up biochemistry, chemistry and botany. In the second year, you drop the botany, go in for chemistry and biochemistry. In the third year, you single major in biochemistry with an applied component of biotechnology. Give an exam which is an IARI exam, that is the Indian Agricultural Research Institute exam, which was one of the entrance exams which I've shown. In my department, which is the only department in India, we have a dual qualification program. So in the 3 years, you get a degree in biochemistry, BSc biochemistry, and an advanced diploma UGC sponsored in food science and quality control. In my career, we have had students going in for the IRI exam and succeeding, and they become the regional agricultural officers. They get into all kinds of agricultural institutes, and you can do organic farming and really mint money, because the green revolution is here to stay. So I'll be very happy to ask you to visit my department anytime, and this is an invitation to all of you. You can come down and see our credentials, please, anytime. Thank you.
So thanks a lot. Actually, I have quite a few questions, but we've really run out of time because we have the next session that's going to start. What I just promised Teela Ben is, we will actually write down the answers to these questions, each and every one of these questions, and what she's promised is that they'll post it on the website. So if you have any more questions, do pass them on the front. We will actually write answers to this and make sure that that they get answered. I just wanted to end, so thanks a lot to all the panelists.
Ma'am, just with the permission of the chair, one point I want to make to this generation.
Sure.
This is the feedback which we have got from almost all the fields, and by interacting with a lot of HR people from the companies, that an appeal to all this young generation that please give importance to the subject of English, because this generation is lacking on communication skills, and that is what is needed, because you concentrate on your professional subjects, but please do not miss out on the communication skills, because that is what the corporate world is actually looking forward from you. So that is one appeal.
Very true, actually, very true, and I think it comes down to that well-rounded person. If you're not able to communicate, I can tell you, you go for not just job interview, I'll tell you a lot of education institutes do have a group session where they invite you into a group discussion, and they choose their students based on how you did in those discussions. So even in the field of education, the fact that you want to study further, if you cannot communicate, it's going to hamper your chances in the future. So I fully agree with you. It's extremely important. So all those who are not doing anything this vacation, I would highly recommend join a library. All the parents, make sure that chokra bhane thodo vaanchiye in summer mein. All right, thanks a lot, everybody.
I have shared my mail ID, and I'll be happy to answer your questions even on the email, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I thank you each and every speaker, Dr. Jyoti Vora, Dr. Shilpa Vora, Dr. Shilpa Charankar, and Vineet. I'm sure it was a very informative session, and you may have got the points across very clearly to the value of science education. There are many questions which have been coming, and we promise you that today itself they will be answering these questions behind your slip, and we will try to put it onto the screen by the end of this day, today itself. So we will be having somebody to enter the data. Your questions will be answered. So you can keep sending your questions. હજી પણ આ કે વધારે ને વધારે ક્વેશ્ચન્સ ને તમારે હજી બી વધારે ક્વેશ્ચન્સ પૂછવા હોય તો તમે આગળ સ્લિપ્સ મોકલી દેજો. આજે જ સાંજના બધા જ ક્વેશ્ચન્સ તમને આન્સર કરીને એના જવાબ મળી જશે. એન્ડ નાઉ પેનલ. Hello. We now start the next subsection of the science. Can we now invite Dr. Srinath Chandramani, Srinath as we very popularly call him. He is going to chair the session. Dr. Rashmin Shah, Parmi Gala, Seema Vora, and Dr. Dhara Shah. Okay. You can see the panel, it's a mix of young and old, and you'll be wondering what are they going to talk, these three young ladies. But I can assure you that this is going to be one of the best sessions because of the contribution that is going to be added by these three. Of course, I'm going to say best session for every session. So please take your chairs, and I invite Dr. Chandramani to chair the session. Dr. Srinath Chandramani currently is the ICU in charge and assistant professor, Department of Medicine, K.J. Somaiya College and Hospital. By qualification, he is a PGDGM, a DNB in Medicine, MBBS, a Diploma in Urinary Disorders in Elderly. He is teaching the undergraduate students all over the country through various coaching classes. He is a partner in M Division Academy conducting coaching for MDMS entrance exams. And he is consulting at the Gujarati Seva Mandal. So, he has been in Matunga contributing ઘણા બધા કચ્છીઓની માટે પણ એ સેવા કરતા હોઈએ છે. જ્યારે પણ અમને હેલ્પ હોય ત્યારે અમે એને કોન્ટેક્ટ કરતા હોઈએ છીએ. I really welcome Dr. Chandramani, but before that I would also welcome some new members, Mr. Ashwin Gala, Mr. Manish Dedia, if there are any more, Mr. Dhiren Nandu. There are many more additions which are coming to cheer you all up and to support you all in the field of education. So back to Joe. Dr. Manjula Shah.
Hello everybody, good afternoon. So it's a very great honor for us to come here for this career fest. Yeah. Thank you. So it's my fourth year with KVO, so it's really a good privilege, and I'm very happy to see that the numbers of students are growing with every year. I'm very fortunate in one way because medicine ना सबको पसंद है. Everybody is very awake, wide awake. खाना कितना भी खाओ, सब जागे रहते हैं. So yes, just a small reminder for the time, but I'm sure everybody is awake and alert. So doctor क्यों बनना है ये तो सब जानते हैं. It's a very happy occasion and everybody is waiting to hear how to become a doctor, what to do, what not to do, and what are the career options after becoming a doctor. So I just want to say that MBBS is the most famous thing that everybody knows. MBBS karna hai, MD karna hai. But nonetheless, there are so many other opportunities also in the medicine field, which today we are going to highlight through the help of all these panelists that we have. So I have myself done MBBS, so I'll not talk first. First, I'll allow the other people. We want to know about dentistry, nutrition, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, which people have less knowledge about. MBBS is like a सबको मालूम है कुछ ना कुछ MBBS करना है कैसे करना है, तो हम लोग बाकी लोगों को ज़्यादा वैल्यू देते हैं. Let us understand the absolute scope and the importance of these so-called paramedical, but according to me, a equally important medical topic. So I'm very happy to introduce the panelist. We have Dr. Rashmin Shah, of course a very, very prominent figure in our community. So you're all aware of him. He's a practicing dentist. He's done his MDS, Pediatric and Preventive Dentistry. He has a very nice clinic, very cooperative clinic at Kemps Corner and Matunga, and I'm sure he's well known. He has been really giving a good career guidance all through these years. So he'll be speaking to you first, followed by Mrs. Viral Gala and Seema and Dara. One by one we'll come on to stage. Without wasting time, I invite Dr. Rashmin Shah to share with you the scope of dentistry.
Yeah, fine. Good afternoon, everybody. I think I was here last time also, and the experience was that when Ilaben announced that now we start the medical section, half of the crowd got up and went away. Because day by day the choice for taking up a medical career is diminishing day by day because of the number of years we need to put into it. As she earlier mentioned, that 10 years of medicine is not my cup of tea. Because we really need to do a graduation, which is just not enough. We need to really pursue into postgraduate courses, and there is a lot of educational dearth which leaves the course even after you finish the course, because you need to keep on updating yourself. Everything in dentistry as well as medicine is coming new by leaps and bounds. New technology is coming in at such a pace that even for us who are practicing since last 15-20 years, it's difficult to keep up the pace with. Every day something or the other new is coming up, and we really wish that we can offer this new technology and new techniques to the patients which really benefit them a lot. So to keep abreast of that, you have to be in the part of education throughout your life as a doctor. So when you step into a medical career or a dental career, come with a mind prepared that your education is not going to be over at college level. You really need to keep on studying, attend conferences, attend new courses, otherwise also to keep yourself updated and keep at the level of new doctors who are going to be coming up. This is my introduction. I am Dr. Rashmin Shah and a periodontist. A lot of familiar faces are already here. And by the way, this is what I found from the net. I don't know how true it is, but MBBS and dentistry have been regarded as one of the toughest courses per se because of the rigorous training which one needs to go through and the amount of education which you need to put into it, the amount of number of exams you go through. Really a lot of time goes into it. Choosing a career is one of the most important facts which all of you have come here for. I'm not going to go into the details of all that because we will not have probably time for that. But focus on your interest. If you are keen to go in for a medical profession, be it a dentist or a medical career or any of the other allied careers like physiotherapy, occupational therapy, go to that particular practitioner and sit there for a few hours and see what kind of work they do, and would you enjoy doing that. As she said, like what are you going to do in your vacations? Probably play or do some coaching classes. Go and sit with a person who is doing that career right now and try to experience what kind of a work experience he goes throughout the day, and are you going to enjoy doing that work throughout your life. Make a career plan. You sit down and write down what kind of a person you are and what kind of likes and dislikes you have. That makes easy for you. So coming into the world of dentistry, there are lots and lots of reasons to go into a profession, and equally there may be lots and lots of reasons why you would not want to go into a profession. But always try to think of life on a positive note. I would go into dentistry because it's a good service to humanity. It gives me a balanced lifestyle. I don't like emergencies. I don't like somebody calling me up 2 o'clock in the night, "Ke doctor ki emergency hai, heart attack aa gaya hai, please." I'm not that kind of a person. Probably I might not even pick up a phone call if somebody calls me in the middle of the night. We give patients smiles, healthy smiles. But it is a world of technology, dentistry. There are immense number of gadgets and instruments and equipment to be used in dentistry if you really like to be techno savvy. Society looks up to you with respect. There is an opportunity to be an educator also. You can be a teacher in a dental college. You can be creative, because dentistry, without creativity you cannot do dentistry. Dentistry involves a lot of creativity. And you can be self-employed. You don't need to depend on somebody to work under. You can have your own clinic and be self-employed. There are lots of sub-branches of dentistry. We know people go and do masters into orthodontics or endodontics or prosthodontics. There are some 10 different specialities. I will not go into the detail of all that, but dentistry itself is a very advanced field. There is something like public health dentistry, which is really coming up now, and forensic dentistry, which is also coming up now. Forensic dentistry would be something where you would be working with a criminal agency to identify criminals based on their teeth and a lot of allied evidence-based dentistry. On a typical day, a dentist would do filling, make x-rays, look into patients' mouths, etc. So if that thing strikes your mind that you would be keen to do it, then go in for it. You would be treating some missing teeth, things like that. You would be obviously, major part would be pain control. You would be relieving most of the patients of some dental pain. But how do you get into it? If you are in a college, take up physics, chemistry, biology. That is a must. But per se, my experience says that take up maths also. Don't avoid it, because a lot of dentistry is based on calculations and principles of physics and mathematics, which will help you learn dentistry in a much better way and helps you count money also. Prepare yourself for the CET. Rules of the government are changing every year. I think last year NEET was not there, this year NEET was there, and there was tremendous confusion during the exams also, entrance exams. But probably looks like NEET is here to stay, so prepare yourself well for it, and try to find out the scores at which the previous year's admissions have closed, etc. Try to list down your options of dental colleges. There are some 200 dental colleges all over the country. And in Maharashtra, I think there are some 28 dental colleges. There is a list of dental colleges which are approved by the Dental Council of India. Now, Dental Council of India is an authoritative body which sees whether these courses conducted by the colleges are approved or not. And a few colleges have already been debarred from conducting the course, but still they are continuing with the course. And students who get into these colleges by mistake also will not be getting a dental license to practice. So, I mean, it's a complete waste. So whenever you want to opt for a particular, or you want to list down a number of dental colleges where you want to apply, go to the website of Dental Council of India, dci.com, and you will get all the information about the infrastructure of the colleges and their approvals, etc. and then go into the field. Last year also, I think somebody from the career guidance had called up regarding one student who had taken admission in a dental college and was really going through a bad phase because that